Because what I'm finding as my kids get older is they're actually smart. I've shared this a bunch on the show, but when my kids were really young, I was really afraid. How are they going to live in this culture? But what I did was continue to have conversations with my kids, point out the insanity of Disney doing certain things, and my kids have come along for the ride. Honestly, it's the rebellious position to take today. Yes. Like, if you want to be a rebel, you just have to be a Christian. You just have to stand up against the secular dogma that's been bullhorned at us.
That's
Not
right.
a verb, but yeah.
I've done the same with my kids. My oldest is 26, my youngest is 20, and they have the same reaction. I guess it's the rebellious point, but because we brought them along with us, these conversations, they haven't fallen for it. They just haven't fallen for the hype, and I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah.
It's a grace from God that they aren't deluded like that.
I know I've said this with you earlier, but I suspect we are going to see a pendulum swing.
Yeah, you mentioned that today.
I just don't believe we can keep this up.
Yeah. What do you think that's going to be like, the pendulum swing?
I don't know. What do I mean, I'm just, if I had to spitball, I said to my wife the other night, like, maybe in 50 years, we Christians will have to speak out against the errors of Netflix's Puritanism, because we might fling so fast in the other direction that Christians are going to have to, well, you know, it's funny I say that, but there's a sort of Puritanism now. I mean, are people having sex? I don't know. Or are they just like looking at porn, you know? So we are the ones now talking about the beauty and the goodness of things called humans, the beauty and goodness of that beautiful human act, appropriate only for marriage.
That's right.
But it felt like maybe we had to speak against that in a day and age where, I don't know, people were more overt when they would say things like sex is bad, or I don't know if anyone ever said that, but
you might be right. I mean, the truth is this. Christians,
I have a lot of hope. That's my point.
You're hopeful, right? But
like, how many people do we have watching this little channel right now?
We're almost at 400.
We have almost 400 people who haven't thrown up. Well, maybe they have, but they're still watching. Like, people are interested in these conversations.
I hope they are. It's really important.
Like, whatever you think of Daily Wire, whatever you think of Ben Shapiro, whatever you think of their politics, no doubt we all have disagreements, and maybe some large, some small, but look at their explosion.
Yeah.
They are huge. Yeah. Look at CNN's live streaming service that lasted as long as my Brita filter, you know?
Mm-hmm. Which is to say, it didn't last. I don't follow the CNN.
Or to quote Parks and Recreation, wait, should I change my Brita filter? Yeah, like it's interesting to see.
Very interesting.
Like, Daily Wire just put $100 million into Daily Wire Kids. They're going to start creating children's programming.
Wow.
So the point isn't to canonize Daily Wire or Ben Shapiro, who's a Jew, obviously. The point isn't to do that. The point is just to say there is a sizable counter reaction to this.
Yeah, like you said, if there's 400 people listening that would like to invert the order of what we've been conditioned in, that's a great sign. But all of this really does go back to education and its role in shaping future culture, doesn't it? Who's the great soul who said, whatever happens in the classroom of today is the politics of the next generation? I think it's been misattributed to Lincoln, but I'm not sure who said it. But there's a lot of truth to that. And so this generation is looking at what was cultivated in Dunphy's generation. You know, this new religion of secular humanism is just second nature. So it is kind of exciting that there are people that are kind of waking up to the wokeness.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment below letting us know what you thought about the video.